Kia ora, my name is Aroha and I've worked for United Steel Wellington for the last 6 and a bit years. To my horror, I was asked to say a few words today about health and safety in our branch, so I thought about this and decided that I'd talk about the health part of health and safety, because without good health, we can't be safe. I'm no doctor or health expert, so I can't give you advice about what food to eat or what's best to keep your blood pressure normal, but what I can tell you is that I strive to maintain a great working culture with and for my colleagues, and that I work hard to keep morale high in this current climate that is simply chaotic. On the 20th of February 2015, I was dealt a life-changing blow. My vivacious 17-year-old daughter, Jacinta, who had a personality the size of New Zealand, took her life. No warning, no signs, no alcohol, drug addictions, and there were no agencies involved. It was nothing. It was a Friday morning and I was at work. 1 minute I was selling steel, and the next I was planning my child's funeral. Life-changing is an understatement. There is nothing that can prepare you for such trauma. Fast forward 6 years, and I can tell you that her death has taught me a few things about life, about people. I've learned some pretty valuable lessons. The branch in Wellington has grown from a team of 2, then 4, to now a fabulous 7. We grew about 240% in 2 years, so growth was rapid, not to mention stressful. I've had some amazing people work with me and some not so amazing, but what I've learned is that they need to be treated like people, not like robots or like they're just a number. Sam, Janaea, RJ, Gavin, Anton and Willie are not machines that I can fill with diesel, give them a yearly service and expect them to keep going until they break down. They're pretty cool individuals who have their quirks that I've learnt about, and I nurture to encourage them to enjoy coming to work each day. I value them all. The branch couldn't run without them, and I tell them this. I know about their lives outside of work. I know about their families. I know what they're doing this weekend and what motivates them. Some need their feathers fluffed and others don't. For some it's about money, for others they're goal-driven. It's about job satisfaction. It doesn't matter where you are in your working life. A bad culture or toxic work environment can negatively impact mental health, self-confidence, job satisfaction, and even the ability to do your job well. Jacinta's death has taught me to exercise patience more often, to understand that it's okay if not everything is perfect or done my way. She has taught me to check in on people, be more alert to what might be going on for others. Her death was sudden, unannounced, and could well happen to the person sitting next to you. I am more kind. I acknowledge when I'm wrong, which my husband would say is hardly ever. I humbly take a telling off or directive to play by the rules. It is important that as managers or leaders, that we acknowledge and celebrate the success that comes from each person in our workplace. That as a leader, we inspire them to make good, sound decisions, empower them to take stock of what's going on around them, and call something out if it's not okay. We need to ensure they feel comfortable letting us know that they're not okay. They need time out or that life is just too hard right now. We need to make sure there is enough support and resource for their working day to not be a burden. And this has to work for us too. I'm 100% invested in the success and growth of United Steel Wellington. So much so that my commitment started to affect my family. Last year was rough. COVID hit and the country went nuts. I couldn't keep up, so I worked day in and day out. I started to see why life could appear so dark. I saw a glimpse of why my Jacinta chose her end. Lucky for me, I have an amazing support network who saw a different aroha, an unhappy aroha, a quiet aroha, which is definitely unusual, and they helped guide me to a better work-life balance. It's taken quite a few months, and it's still a work in progress, but I've learnt to laugh again. I guess the lesson for me is that we are only but one person, and we can't operate our businesses on our own. Take care of you and your colleagues, and let them know that you give a damn. Lastly, this is one of my favourite quotes. Nothing changes if nothing changes.